Today I've got a full face of Makeup Revolution.
Top drawer, let's pick out some Revolution products. So, pick out all the lip liners. I think these three will do. A blush palette. A Revolution blusher. I've also got this brighter one as well. I've also got this Revolution blusher. Powder, I know I've got this super matte one that I bought. And this lace one. I have got a primer and a setting spray from this, so I'll put them in there. I don't have a Revolution concealer. Oh, I do, it's downstairs. Now I have this Revolution brow pen, Revolution big lash mascara. Obviously for highlighter I've got this one. I've got this bought a new palette downstairs, the Revolution XX Mixed Metals one. That will be a full face of Makeup Revolution if I add the stuff that I've got in from downstairs. Contour palette downstairs. I've also got eyeliner, eyebrow pencil and concealer. And then foundation, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Soft Glam one because I haven't got another one. As you can see, this is everything I've got. This is everything we've got to use. Please don't just refuse in a different foundation. I'm going to use this illuminating primer. So you can see it's quite a runny texture. Rub that in. So if you're supposed to apply this all over or just in your T-zone, but I'm going to apply it all over. Now, I would have used Revolution skincare, but my face doesn't like it. It doesn't feel tacky or anything, it just feels moisturising. It does smell nice though. The Bioma Milky Toner. Tiny little bit left that I have of the Peptide Calming Moisturiser from the Beauty Crop. Then this Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen and this tiny little Primark Niacinamide eye gel. Illuminating fixing spray. I hope it's still okay to use on my face. We'll soon find out. I'm going to do a wear test as well. God, that is a hard mister. Hate this mister. I am soaked. Can you see? Like it's wet me through. I always set my primer with my setting spray. It's a trick I learned from Grace's Faces, and honestly, I do feel like it makes your makeup last so much longer. I do love how glowy that looks there. So I will show you what I'm going to use for foundation, but I'm going to go away and come back and show you when I've finished. Tried to pick something that is as cheap as the Revolution foundation. These are both about £9. I know how well this foundation works, so it's going to be an accurate wear test of everything else because I know this works and lasts. And show you up close. I know this is not a very flattering angle, but look how radiant that foundation looks. I have used it before and I do think it's radiant, but I think a lot of this glow is actually coming from that primer. Really impressed by. I did not expect that to be that good. Revolution have definitely got better over the years with their products, and I do feel like their products are a lot better. And I have always loved their eyeshadow formula, but I am really pleasantly surprised at that. Thinking she's got really red eyes, I haven't. And the lighting is so good for makeup that I couldn't pass upon the opportunity to use this light. And I think it gives a true representation of the colours and stuff. That foundation, I absolutely love. I know it's not Revolution, but I love it. But this is a big slay by Revolution. I hope they still do this. I'll link everything down below. If I can't find it, I will put that I think it's discontinued, because I don't want to recommend you a link that I've not used or like a website that I've not used. But a lot of Revolution products are stocked on a website called The Beauty Outlet, which I have used, placed numerous orders, and things have always turned up, and they are a lot cheaper. It is definitely worth checking out that website. I'm just going to apply a little bit of this here and a little bit of here. This lives in my everyday makeup bag. It's, I believe, the dupe of NARS Liquid Radiance Concealer, which I've got a little bit of a spot here. I absolutely adore and could not live without it. I am just going to take that under because you can tell I've not been sleeping because of pain from my stomach, so I am going to take that under there. And I'm going to start to draw some eyebrow hairs on. The Revolution medium brown hair stroke pen. I don't know if you can see it. I have taken the benefit Give Me Brow and just gone over it, because like here, this eyebrow, like, can you see there? It's a bit red toned, but here it's dark. It's like the front of the brow is nice, the end is like more red toned, and the same with this on this light, but also in the mirror. And like the front, you can see like where there's some quite thick strokes of it, and you know, trying to buff them out. Also, it is very messy, but that's a me thing. I'm not I wouldn't say I wouldn't use it again because it is in my everyday makeup bag, but I have noticed the last couple of times I've used it that I felt like it gathers too much product all at once and it's a bit like in your face. And I'm just going to begin blending that concealer out now. I know it creases because I have used it before, but if you blend in the creases before you set your face, you're absolutely fine. Just take my finger as well and just pat that in. As you can see, I've blended that in. I do think it's nice. It does cover a little bit of my darkness. It's not going to cover all of it because it's not, I would say it's like a medium to full coverage concealer, not a really full coverage. And I don't like to put too much product under my eyes. You could build it up, but I'm not going to. And I'll do the rest with powder. So I've got the Revolution Butterfly palette, which is stunning. The Revolution XX Mixed Metals is more like a brown tone gold palette. This one is more of a mixed sort of warm toned palette. I mean, they're both warm tone, but this has got like some nice purples. I will. Oh, that has gone everywhere. That is the shade. These are stunning. That is stunning. Can you see? I am covered in it. So for that reason, I am going to use this palette. I'm going to do like a warm smoky eye. Whenever I'm doing an eyeshadow look, the brushes will either be Beauty Bay, Spectrum. This is a Revolution one, and the green that they're made by Mitchell one. So I am just going to take some powder, set the lid, because I haven't set my base yet in case the eyeshadows have fallout. So I'm going to start with this shade. In that in. Say they're nicely pigmented, but they don't pick up too much. So it's not going to be like full on if you just tap it in, which is nice. I didn't want it to be really, you know, like dark. So I've just sort of laid that down as a base. Take this and buff it into the outer corner, lay that down. I find Revolution eyeshadows are very hit and miss. Some can be beautiful, some can be really chalky. Definitely one of the best drugstore eyeshadow brands. Oh, that's just laid down so perfectly. So I'm just going to try and deepen up this crease. Blend that back in. Let's mix this shade and this shade. That is stunning. That is absolutely stunning. I'm just going to repeat this. So that is what it looks like. Eyebrow pen. But I am going to line my eyes with this because I haven't got a liquid eyeliner. And I have done this before. With the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. I'm just creating a little wing. So I'm just drawing a little wing on the end there. I have to really concentrate when I'm doing this, which is why I didn't talk on the actual video. Natural lash line. Blend it into the lashes. While I'm quite close to the camera, I'm going to use this Revolution Big Lash mascara. I haven't used this for ages, but I have put my nana on to using this. This is the only mascara she uses now. So, the wand is pretty big, and I'm hoping it's going to be nice to coat the lash. I do find spiky ones like this can sometimes, and big ones, like be a bit messy and not be very thickening, just be lengthening. If it mascara user through and through. But if you're on a budget, it's not too bad. Would I repurchase it? Definitely not. But it does look nice, and it is only like $4.99, so you get what you pay for. And I think for the price, it's a nice mascara. I don't have the best natural lashes anyway, but I have been putting lash serum on them. So if they do look longer over the course of the next few videos, that's probably why. But yeah, I do find that if I use the Benefit Their Real mascara, my eyelashes look a hell of a lot longer than they actually are. So when I'm posting like pictures or videos of my eye makeup looks, if my eyelashes look long, that's the mascara I'm using. But yeah, I do I do like this mascara, but I wouldn't repurchase it. But for £5, it's good. Blush bomb, which actually came in a Beauty Bay gift set that my best friend bought me. Or I've got this Pumpkin Crush Relove by Revolution. I do believe this is going to be a discontinued brand, so I am going to give this a go. That is going to be a bit pigmented, but we'll see. I haven't got a liquid contour, so it would... God, that is pigment. I usually use my Made by Mitchell contour, but for this video purposes, I won't use it. Lovely colour, but I will say it's a very dry formula for a liquid blush. It definitely does look nice. How have I got mascara up there? It looks more like a stain than it does a blush. I love the colour it's given to my cheeks. I just think it's a bit too rosy for me, maybe. Feel how luminous my face looks. Like that setting spray, it may have a really like thick mister that like soaks you through, but it is really luminous. So for powder, this Relove HD Matte Super Matte Powder, which that scares me because I'm not a matte. I don't like matte foundation. Funnily enough, I've got this Revolution Lace product powder, baking powder, super matte fix. So I'm a bit like, this could be where it goes horribly wrong. Do this because it's a loose powder. About half an hour. I mean, what's on my hand and begin buffing that in. Buff it into my hand and then buff it in. So I'm not going to set under my eyes with this because I don't go in the eyes. I can't zoom in on this camera, but I will zoom in like here when I'm editing. It's just here and here. However, this is a mattifying powder, mattifying translucent powder by MUA. It's a loose setting powder. I am obsessed with the way this makes my under eyes look. Like, if I zoom in here, it is not textured at all. I've also set my T-zone with this. This isn't bad. If you like a matte powder, that's fine. I think it's a decent matte powder. What saved me is going in with this illuminating setting spray again after I've powdered. Still got that lovely glow. I've done 3 swatches. So, I've got this blusher that I could try out, which is also part of the Butterfly collection, which is this little shade there. Or I've got this I Heart Revolution Ruby Chocolate palette, which one shade is this shade here, and the other shade is this like top orangey shade here. These are both not really my shades. I think I would probably use this more than that, and this very highlightery. I'm going to go in with this shade here. Before I do my blusher, I'm going to use this Roxx's contour palette. Funny story about this palette, every single one I've owned, I've broke. Smashed to these 4 shades, which these are the contour shades I use, mainly this one. As you can see, I've hit pan on it. I have also hit pan on this. This one, I then broke on the next palette and this one, so I had to give that to my mum. And then I dropped this one. I broke the mirror. I dinted that, but it was only like a tiny dint like that, so I have used quite a lot of that because it's a highlight I use all the time. This is a great like MAC Gold Deposit dupe. I love this. It's really like a nice gold bronzer tone, but you can use it as highlighter. And then this one, obviously I broke these 2 shades, so I am going to use this, and this is the Roxx's contour palette. On the high points of my face, I'll just buff that in. I'll do one side, patch it, and it never ever used to do that. So I'll just repeat on this side. More of someone who contours as opposed to bronzing. I'm not a bronzer person. I don't really like bronzing. I do like this palette, but I am a bit confused as to why it stopped working. The only thing I can think of is that it's out of date, but I have used them for years, for 5 years, and I've probably had one that's at least been out of date at some point. My mum uses my old one. That was also out of date. I think maybe over the years my preferences have changed. That's the only thing I can think of that would make me think different about it. And tap the excess off. Quite a nice colour for the liquid blusher. Just put a tiny little bit on my nose. It looks really nice. It's got a nice sheen to it. I do think a lot of that is down to the setting spray. But if I come closer, you can see, like, as I tilt my face, you can see a sheen. I'm not sure if I've put too much setting spray on, because like from here, my nose looks quite highlighted. I'm really impressed with the skin. 3 of the lip liners that I own, but I own probably about 6. I just picked up a pink tone shade, a more ready tone shade. So that is the pink tone shade. That is in Icon. Oh, I won't be using that because it is blunt. You can see it's like a pinky tone red. Is a red, which is the shade I'm going to go with. I use lip colour that's like warm toned red on me. I like a dark red, like a blood colour red. I don't like a warm pinky fuchsia red. That's not my type of vibe. Vision bullet lipsticks I have either had to get rid of because they're too old, or I've used them up. That is that colour. It kept dying, so I had to fix it. It was at this moment when I knew that this lip shade wasn't going to suit me, and I was like, no, it's not going to work. So this does say it's super matte, and I don't know if you can hear that. My new favourite matte lipstick is the Maybelline Teddy Tint. Don't get me wrong, the colour's lovely, but it's just too much on my lips right now. So I'm going to wipe this off. Teddy Tints and MAC Sitting Pretty. These two shades, mix them together on this brush. I'm going to finish off with some Self Glow. This is a Cookies and Cream highlighter. Let me know in the comments what you think down below. Thank you for letting me test a full face of Makeup Revolution with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. The things that really stood out to me were obviously the primer and the setting spray. I love this palette, the Self Glow palette. The star of the show was definitely this eyeshadow palette. This was the finished eyeshadow look. I was really happy with how it turned out. I'll put some pictures on the screen as well. So this is the finished eyeshadow. I'm obsessed with how it turned out. Out of all of the makeup, my favourite thing from this video was definitely the eyeshadow palette. Like, I'm obsessed with it. And also the setting spray, because that was amazing. So this is the finished makeup. These are actually some of the thumbnail photos that I took straight after I'd finished the video. And here's a before and after of like the hours that I'd worn it. I feel like the glow's still there. The only thing that's come off is my lipstick. Makeup Revolution, big slay. I think your product's amazing. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.